Hi guys, welcome to my channel all about books and travel. Hope you are doing well and in a good health. Today we are going to discuss about a book called Conspiracy Theories, a guide to the most intriguing mysteries by Jamie King. Who doesn't love a good mystery? The planet is dotted with surreal places, airy and sometimes downright bizarre. And while many of these mysterious goings-on have a logical explanation, others remain stubbornly unsolved. Many times, hidden agendas are either being submerged under the authority of powerful people or killed by a louder voice. Some mystery remains unsolved, some beliefs are still roaming around without any proof. But truth and speculations never die. It keeps on spreading through books, intellectuals, researchers, and journalists. Hence, they are known as conspiracy theories. This book speaks about some of such stories that are either buried by diplomats or remain unanswered, but the smoke of conspiracy never gets extinguished. Here are some of the conspiracies mentioned in the book. The heinous and worst terror attack that shook America on 9/11 has some conspiracy theory. On the day of attack, Geographical Service in New York recorded the greatest amount of seismic activity occurring immediately before the Twin Towers collapsed, not when they hit the ground. This led many people to the conclusion that the towers are blown up with explosives, planted directly underneath the buildings and not by the enormous volume of fuel that ignited after the two airplanes exploded. The evidence at the Pentagon also raises troubling questions. Why was the Pentagon hit on the one side of the building that happened to be empty on the day of the attack, owing to refurbishment? Why there was no visible evidence of a destroyed airliner amongst the debris? Why were no fighter jets scrambled to intercept the hijacked aircraft until after the third plane had hit the Pentagon? There are several such questions that hits up the conspiracy. In another chapter, the book talks about Adolf Hitler. Although the accepted account is that the Adolf Hitler killed himself along with his wife Eva Braun at the end of World War II. However, recent tests on which it was supposed to have been his skull showed it to be that of a woman instead. So, could that mean he survived after all? There are several different stories and theories about where Hitler could have gone. The book also speaks about a conspiracy about the assassination of former Pakistani Prime Minister Benazir Bhutto on 27th of December 2007 in Rawalpindi. She was assassinated while campaigning as a leader of the opposition Pakistan People's Party. The ease with which the gunman and suicide bomber were able to approach Bhutto's car, that too bulletproof and bomb-proof Toyota Land Cruiser, suggests some form of security services collusion. The security detail's negligence in allowing such access is highly suspicious, considering she had survived a similar attack only a few months earlier in Karachi. That bombing claimed the lives of at least 139 people, many of whom were members of Bhutto's PPP. According to the book, Musharraf is not the only suspect. However, there is a speculation that Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif ordered the killing. The two figures were bitter political enemies, and there is a long-running enmity between Sharif and the Bhutto family, with the Lahore-born politician responsible for the arrest of Bhutto's husband on charges of corruption. He spent over a decade in jail as a result. This book also raises questions on Bruce Lee's death. Bruce Lee, dressed in the traditional Chinese outfit he wore in the movie Enter the Dragon, was laid to rest in Lakeview Cemetery in Seattle on 31st July 1973. But long before his sudden and tragic death at the age of 32, rumors were rife throughout Asia that he had been dead for months. It also speaks about the death of Bruce Lee's son, who was also a martial arts actor and was accidentally shot dead after he found vital information about his father's killer. In 1993, Brandon died in mysterious circumstances while filming cult classic The Crow. In a scene where he was to be shot, in which there would usually be no bullet in the gun, a fatal mistake was made and Brandon was shot dead on the set. There are many who believe his death was no accident at all. It was a murder, echoing the death of his father. Indeed, perhaps it was even the same culprits not wanting Bruce Lee's son to survive and carry on his legacy. This book also speaks about the sudden and brutal death of Diana on 31st August 1997, which left millions of mourners in its wake and not a few conspiracy theories. Was it an accident, or was there a malicious motive for her abrupt demise? It wasn't long before the finger started to point at a host of suspects. Speculations that Diana was deliberately killed in the culmination of a pervasive master plan that had planned the drunk driver and the paparazzi chase were raised the very night she died. And over the next 2 crucial weeks, various distinct themes began to emerge. One was that she was killed by the royal family or acting on the royals' behalf British intelligence. Their reasoning was it because Prince Charles wanted to be free to marry his love Camilla Parker Bowles, or because they did not want a Muslim in the figure of Dodi Al-Fayed to act as stepfather to future King of England. The BBC reported that the Libyan leader Colonel Gaddafi told his followers in a televised speech that the accident was a combined French and British conspiracy because they did not want an Arab man to marry a British princess. There are many such incidents and theories inscribed in this book. Some may make you laugh also, like in one chapter it was written that some theories like Bill Clinton is an alien. I mean, this is something beyond my imagination. If you like reading such theories, you can grab this book. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.